Hi, welcome to the Planetizen course on public transit during the COVID-19 pandemic, challenges and lessons. And I'm your instructor, Dr. Qian He. I am a postdoctoral research associate at the University of Maryland. I have a PhD in urban planning and public policy and over 10 years of urban planning working experience. And I have taught at the university level on urban planning related courses. My research examined the intersection between urban planning policies and social equity outcomes. And I have actively worked with local nonprofit and grassroots organizations on community development projects and place-based policies for community resilience. As background for this course, we know that the COVID-19 pandemic has created great impact on public transit service across the United States and have caused significant decreases in transit ridership. And from the data, we can see that there is a significant drop in ridership since March to April 2020. And that's when the lockdown orders being issued. People are switched from the lifestyle that they used to have into being forced to stay at home because of the risks and concerns associated with COVID-19 infection. While on the side of transit service provider, we have had the higher costs of operational services because of the needs for sanitation, social distancing orders, etc. While we have had the reduction in revenues due to the significant decrease in transit ridership, and that has posed a great challenge to the transit industry and transit riders overall in the United States. The persistently lower level of ridership has continued to threaten the financial viability of transit services, despite the Congress has provided some short-term funding relief during the courses of the pandemic. But as the funding running low, transit providers, planners, and riders are facing this challenge. Where are we going with the transit service, and how do we sustain the services for those who need it the most? Well, in this course, we will learn the challenges that public transportation planning has faced during the COVID-19 pandemic, the social equity impacts related to these challenges, as well as the implication for post-pandemic era in transportation planning. We will particularly discuss the COVID-19's impact on people's lives, urban planning, and public transit. The outline of our chapters will include understanding the challenge that COVID-19 pandemic has posed to the United States transit system, services, agencies, and users. We will also learn about how the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated some existing social inequity among U.S. transit riders. We will also gain insights on how urban planning decisions and transit funding processes could be adjusted to cope with the challenges that the pandemic brought. Last but not least, we will understand the key differences in the different types of riders and who use public transit services in the United States and some equity-associated concerns. Coming in the next chapter, we will dive into the concept of transit ridership and its importance for transit services. We will use the context of COVID-19 pandemic as the background for the discussion to give you a better sense of what has happened to the U.S. transit system.